My name is Dr. von BlitzWiener, and this is my creation. This is a great anniversary from Mark 1, for we have reached a great number. This will be known as Mark 10. And for this, I decided to base off my design off of a even better version of Mark 1. We've kept most of the shape, just for nostalgia and the colors, but the materials are completely different, and we've provided multiple layers to be hopefully almost TNT resistant completely. Starting off this weird antenna I have placed on top, this will be a walk-in laboratory, and I want Wi-Fi connection personally, so I decided to put this antenna that can reach any part of the world, so no matter where I am, I have Wi-Fi.
And another thing to note is that this antenna design was inspired by a show that we watched when we were younger.
Anyways, as you can see, we've kept the beautiful face that the previous one had. And here, since we got wider since the last time we saw something like this, the entrance will be placed on 2 pockets, placed on the back. Either one works. We walk in and enter my lab. We have entirely 3 layers: the outer layer, the iron layer, and my layer of hair. Since on a previous discovery I discovered my hair can survive explosives, so I decided to give this a shot. My lab is placed here, and above, in what is basically my attic, is all the necessary needs for this thing to function as a robot. We have the heart, the brain, and the lungs just below the heart. Indeed, it is quite a small robot, but I'm sure after we perform these tests, it will show itself off as truly an upgrade.
It is also a very heavy robot, and do you mind if I read this book?
Oh, yes, of course. It carries much information about the history of the science. Very informative, yes?
Yes, indeed. I learned a lot from that.
Very good. Hopefully you have a bigger brain.
I don't have a...
That book was read to me by my father when I was young.
Let us check out his Mega Buster, which is also a very high quality pistol.
We've also attached duct tape instead of glue, because it's very heavy. You kept dropping it accidentally, so duct tape was the way to go. Truly, duct tape must be one of the strongest things on this planet. Now we'll begin with the tests. As you can see, even the antenna itself is fire resistant.
A little chunk of the mouth has been burnt, and now more of it, but that is little worry for us.
Yes, fortunately by design.
As you can still see.
Now we'll begin with the explosive test. The thing we've been waiting for. I'll start with the gun and place it right in the core.
As we ended with the gun on Mark 1.
As you can see, the gun, unlike its greater shell beside it, is unable to survive TNT. But no worry, the gun was only for show anyways.
And the duct tape is miraculously still working. Only a chip has been destroyed. So the duct tape was definitely a success, and we shall use it in the future.
Yes. Now I'll place one explosive at each part of the arm. As you can see, the iron layer within has blocked most of the explosion and caused it to still actually have a piece left to hold on to the arms, though they would likely break off anyways due to gravity.
Now let us check his legs, his other limbs.
Same case as the past one.
Except
It is brought back, and also I actually took care of the exterior layer, though the metal has held up just fine. So, the box should fall forward, but it would still be intact and I'd still be able to escape with all my research.
and it will still have its rocket thrusters and the bottom that propel it forward. They aren't visible because we've made them invisible unless necessary.
Now we'll begin with probably one of the biggest issues I might come across. The head. The head contains all of the body organs that is required for the thing to function. Meaning, if it were all to go down, then, well, it's too late. As you can see, if you come around, it has made it for the metal layer, though everything inside has been perfectly protected by the layers.
Impressive!
Now I'm gonna be bold with this one. I have my hair at stake. We will be testing my metal layers on the main part of the laboratory, probably the biggest target, and will likely be bombarded. We will test it now. As you can see, my hair is perfectly protected against the explosives. Truly impressive hair, I must say. Must be blessed by the gods or something.
Now what about the face?
A hole has been made, though upon further inspection, none of the organs have been damaged whatsoever. And so I would call this a complete success.
This machine belongs in a museum.
Indeed. Now, for a final short test, my antenna, of which will likely unfortunately not survive an explosive. So, my Wi-Fi connection will not last, really.
This core stays intact, so there might be somewhat of a chance you might still have internet.
Overall, after seeing just how well it has performed, besides previous creations that have barely been able to survive one explosive, my name is Dr. BlitzWiener, and this is my successful creation.